After a rough and unhappy childhood, Powell received a teaching degree and taught high school history.
And this is why communism was such a great idea. Dictators were able to really fix their countries and educate the people of society and really better the economy and the unemployment rates and all the things that we've been learning about in the last couple of days in our class. Now, are there any questions? Yes.
But all these dictators did such inhumane things to the humans and their countries.
Let me rephrase myself. Are there any relevant questions? Yes, Miss Mercado.
What if we don't want to be communist?
Then your country will fail.
But...
That's it. No more questions. Class is dismissed.
While Powell was a teacher, he was part of a secret communist organization planning to overthrow the failed democratic government. Powell's inspirational speeches motivated the people of Netzlichek even more than ever. After hearing Powell's motivational speeches, the citizens began to protest against the president and overall government.
End to democracy!
No democracy!
No democracy!
What is wrong, people? Please have faith in me. I'm only trying to do what's best for the country.
Why is our economy such a ruckus?
I'm tired of waiting for you!
End of democracy!
Listen, who do you think you are?
I am the Steve Powell.
The president clearly did not meet the requirements needed to satisfy the people of Netzlichek. After his last successful protest, Steve Powell forced the president to step down from power, and he started talking to the public and said that he would increase economic activity, create more jobs, and fairness.
I will fix schooling systems. I will make sure that healthcare is given to all of you. Really, the poor people, the middle class, all the proletariats, the rich people. Everyone shall be equal. No one shall be outside. So, what do we want?
Powell!
Did I miss a speech?
Yeah, you did! Boo!
Powell used propaganda and the media to gain support. Steve Powell then created the 24-month plan, which was a plan to fix the economic problems and to stop the civil unrest in Netzlichek. He started to repair the country using his 24-month plan. He then eventually put everybody capable to work in an attempt to revive the economy.
Hey guys, so I'm just gonna be giving you this folder. I'm gonna give you some paperwork. It's gonna explain what my 24-month plan really entails. And we're gonna go ahead and browse through the area, and I'm gonna show you some of the things I've already put into action. Okay. So, as you see on the paper, there's a softball field, softball court, and here's one that I've had my staff members create. Pretty big. I'm happy to hear that you guys like it. But this is only one of future hundreds that I hope to be creating once I am the official dictator. If you see the picture of the park, well, that's just a picture, so here's the real park. Yeah, I used to play in parks when I was a little kid, so I had to make parks. But I'll be making lots more. I hope to see you guys playing here soon. Here we have the basketball courts. They are, I believe, 52 feet from one court to the other. And this is just a recreational area that I've built for my people. And I really think once I am into full action, we'll really have a lot of more cool things for our people to do, because they'll have leisure time, and they'll only get this leisure time after I get everyone employed and working and making good money. So I hope you guys like a little bit of what I've done in my action. No worries. With my 24-month plan, I will ensure that Netzli Czech is put back into order. Civil unrest must be taken care of. We must put the wrongdoers into their rightful place and make sure that they are taken care of as they should be. All the unemployed and the people who are finding it hard in these tough times will get better jobs and better pay. I will increase the minimum wage, and I will guarantee every family has enough money to eat a good meal every night. Not only that, but I will ensure that the law codes and the fairness in our society is much better, put better into order. Under my guidance and under my lead, I will guarantee that there will be much more political fairness and justice, and that criminals will be incriminated for their wrongdoing, as we will have a much more fair society in Netzli Czech under my rule. The 24-month plan is here to fix all the wrong.
It would have been nice for the people of Netzli Czech if these policies were put into action. But sadly, they changed after Powell gained full power. After Powell was in full power, he used his secret police to punish anyone who opposed him. He then committed genocide on the Rudrik people because he thought that they were a threat to his rule. The following footage consists of interviews of the survivors of the Rudrik genocide.
Ay, Dios mío. De Powell, he lied to us. He said his 24-month plan would work. We would be happy. We wouldn't have these problems that we used to with that very bad president. Very bad president. My family, all of our families are gone. I'm one of the only few. It's terrible what Powell did. He lied to us, he gained our support, and then threw us away. His 24-month plan was death.
Me and my family were sent to concentration camps. They didn't care for us. My whole family is dead. Me and my sister are the only ones that have survived. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. We're homeless. We don't have a home. We don't have food. We barely make a living each day.
Powell promised equality for us. I mean, we were sent to camps. We were separated from our parents. Our brothers were beat to death. Were worked to get death. They worked 7 days a week with about 5 hours of sleep on a good day. And once we got out, we, as refugees, we weren't allowed to have jobs.
There was no rights for us. We didn't do anything. All we do was to sleep in the streets. Powell lied.
This photo was taken of the 4 members of the anti-Powell party that brought Steve Powell to justice. The party consisted mostly of surviving rejects and outraged citizens. The mastermind assassins used the poisonous toxins of the needless cactus found in the sub-Guadalajaran deserts of northern Netzlichek. Needless to say, it was most preferable to slip the toxin in the same McDonald's cup that stood by Steve Powell since infantry. The following is a collection of historians, including myself, summarizing the motives that Steve had to rule power, and the major impacts that he left on Netzlichek.
The APP, better known as the Anti-Powell Party, after his assassination, sent Steve Powell into this trash can, where his body was disposed of and incinerated. It's funny the symbolism that can be found on any McDonald's cup, even though it is now banned and illegal from our great country. It sure did us good.
Steve Powell, he manipulated and lied to the people. Every person in Netzlichek trusted him. He was considered a god to the people because he had many plans, like the 24-year plan that he had, but all that did was lie to the people and made people think that he was all for them and that he was willing to help them in any situation. But that was not the case. He killed the people for his own selfish needs, and then the people were left with nothing, especially the people that he was against. And that's what led to him being overthrown.
Part of Powell's upbringing, part of his childhood had a lot to do with how he acted when he was dictator. His mom was in jail, his dad wasn't a part of his life, and because of that, he was lonely a lot as a kid. And that had a lot to do with how he treated people. And it was almost as if he was taking out his all of his hurt from his childhood on all of the people of Netzlichek once he was in power.
Now, you may see Netzlichek as it is today, an amazing place, full of prosperous people and young individuals enjoying themselves in our parks. But sadly, after Steve Powell was elected and gained all his power, he recalled all of his 24-month acts and downgraded us all to lower-class citizens. We all suffered greatly, especially the native people that he rather hated. He targeted these ethnic groups and sent them to camps and recalled all of the major promises he's made as well, both to the individual person with rights and to the corporations of Netzlichek.
Powell did shape our economy and rebuild our country, but he also caused a lot of inhumane crimes and he also caused a lot of terror in our country. So that is the overall impact that he left on us.